Hello, Facebook fans and YouTube fans of DX Engineering. It is Friday afternoon. Thank God it's Friday here in the Eastern time zone of the USA. It is time for the weekend special. And this is a show you never know what we're going to talk about or who we're going to have as guests. But today we not only have guests, but we have guests. We have two very special DXpedition guests. We have Glenn, W0GJ, and we have Jay, K4ZLE. Hello, guys.
Hello.
Hi, Tim.
Good afternoon to all of you all.
And, you know, you guys are pulling the bus going to Sable Island.
Sable Island, yep. I left yesterday morning and got to Jay's place last night, south of Dayton. And then we're going to meet up another team in, I think, Connecticut tonight. And then tomorrow we'll drive to Halifax and organize our things over the weekend. And then Monday we'll fly out to Sable if the weather's permitting.
So who is on this Sable team?
Well, there's Jay and me. There's Murray, W0GJ, Dan, W0GJ, Lou, N2TU, Lee, W0GJ, I think.
W0GJ DX.
DX. And missing, K9CT and W2GD. So there's 3 Hall of Fame members on the.
and if you think about the years of DXing experience on this team.
And contesting, yep.
Yeah, just incredible. Now, Jay, have you been to Sable before?
I've never been to Sable.
Okay.
Never been there.
Tell us about some of the DXpeditions that you've been on.
Well, I guess the most notable would be the South Sandwich, South Georgia, and then the FT5DX for Amsterdam Island, Bonnaba, and then a lot of what some people would call junk DX, like Tuvalu and places like that.
So why go to Sable?
What's that answer? Because it's there.
Okay.
It's fairly rare. It's one thing that draws me there is hearing Murray talk about it with his 500 wild horses out there. It sounds like a great place to visit and just experience something that most people won't be able to ever see in their lives.
Now, you know, Glenn, you've been all around the world on DXpeditions, and you're a one-armed bandit this time.
Yeah, I'm doing a DXpedition with one arm tied behind my back. Yeah, and I had rotator cuff surgery just a few weeks ago, so
right.
But I'm doing just fine.
But why Sable?
Well, you know, I've usually been what's called an Avis DXpeditioner. You know, number 2, we're number 2, and always trying for number 1. I've been to Heard Island and Bhutan and Desiceo and Navassa when they were all number 2 on the most wanted list. So I've kind of been doing some Avis DXpeditioning. But I've always wanted to go to Sable too, just because I've read about it over the years, and there was an opening on the team a while back. We've been planning this for 7 years. During the time, Sable used to be administered by another organization like the Canadian Coast Guard, and now it's a few years ago, it's under the administration of the National Park Service.
Oh, okay.
And so we had to start all over with our permissions and understanding. And initially, no one was allowed on the island overnight. And that took a big hurdle to be able to stay on the island for, well, initially it was for 8 days. And then we got extended to 10 days. Last fall, we had permission to go, but would have less than a 2-week notice to go.
Oh.
And that was hard for everybody. And they gave us the end of March as dates that were fixed in stone. So that's why we're doing it now. And it's mostly before, it's still kind of winter there. It's, you know, it varies 30 to 40 degrees during the daytime, snow at night, maybe gets below freezing at night, maybe. So it's kind of like the weather in the Midwest right now. And we actually got extended to 10 days. And, you know, even though we're scheduled for the 20th to the 30th, we might be weathered out. It might be another day or two. Monday is probably looking okay right now. Tuesday looks like it's going to be a for sure day to fly out there. And who knows, maybe on the 30th we might get weathered in for 3 or 4 or 5 more days. Who knows?
Murray's mentioned that he's never been there. He's been there several times. He's never been there when the weather hasn't affected coming or going. And I can say the same for every trip that I've been on. It's some rare type island. Weather has affected us having to leave early.
So, Jay, tell us about the accommodations on Sable Island. I mean, there's not a Hilton or a Four Seasons there.
Oh, there is too.
Relative to Bouvet, I guess.
Yes.
Yes. They do have a visitor's quarters,
Nice.
and but that you pay like you're staying at the Hilton or whatever per person
Or more.
is not cheap to stay there. And we furnish our own food. But again, it's not tent and generator, so it's welcome.
Right. And, from DX Engineering's perspective, we are very proud to help sponsor and do the things that make it work for you.
And you don't know how much we appreciate that. It really helps a lot.
We really appreciate all that DX Engineering has done for not only this DXpedition, but many of them. Been very, very helpful.
Well, it seems like the right thing to do. I mean, DX is in our name.
Yep.
Right. So, and we're very, very proud of that. And I know, as all DXpeditions do, they work with Terry, K4ZLE, who makes sure that everything goes smooth. And you guys are even picking up a box of goodies today.
Yep, we got some last minute things that we thought we need. So Terry rounded those all up for us. And, I sent an email in the evening, we need, some more coax, we need some more of this. And the first thing in the morning before I even wake up, she's answered and said, it's in my office. So she's amazing.
So it's all ready to go.
Yep.
Well, what is your biggest concern right now, Jay, as you're thinking about getting there and the excitement? What concerns you the most?
I have two concerns. One is just getting there with the weather and all. And the other concern is, so for some reason, I volunteered for the IT work to make sure the computers get all linked up. We plan to do real-time uploads to ClubLog, and I didn't finish testing everything until last night about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, or like yesterday afternoon about 3 o'clock, to test to make sure everything's going to upload properly. Right. We're looking at actually something separate. We're looking at operating the WPX contest.
Nice.
And of course, we won't be able to upload real time on that, but separating the two networks for the time we're doing DXpedition mode and working the contest took a little thought as well. We had a lot of help getting that done.
Good. And of course, the call sign will be Charlie Yankee Zero Sierra.
Correct.
And
not 3 Yankees, 0
No,
Juliet.
No, we don't want to confuse things here. Charlie Yankee Zero Sierra. And Glenn, a lot of guys say, what about 6 meters?
We're going to have 6 meters. We have a 3-element beam. We're so severely restricted by weight. And, what Jay was talking about earlier, we're allowed 40 pounds. That's our maximum. That includes our sleeping bag. It includes all of our food that we have to take and all of our personal gear, 40 pounds. And we're probably still going to have to thin that down a little bit. So we'd like to have a big 6-meter beam, but by weight, we're limited to a 3-element beam. And 6 meters has been wild lately. And so we might get some openings for 6 meters. We're pretty far north, but we'll see how it works. We're going to be on the air, and if people are looking for us, I think we'll work a lot of New England and maybe even some of Western Europe, but we'll just have to see. So we'll have, I think, 500 watts and a 3-element beam, and hopefully we'll have some 6-meter contacts.
Well, I think that's really exciting. Are you doing anything on satellite? Any moon bounce?
Yes, W0GJ is going to be working on. See, which mode is it, Glenn?
2 meters. I don't know exactly which mode it is. It's on our website,
yes.
CY0S.com. And he's going to be doing the moon bounce and satellites. At first, we thought we were going to be too weight restricted to take the satellite gear, but he's worked around that, and so we're going to have some satellite gear. By the way, this will be the first time FT8 has ever been from Sable, so there's going to be a lot of need for Sable.
Digital, right. Yeah, that sounds good. Well, Jay, are you excited enough? Are you getting pumped up?
I'm pumped, man.
All right.
Yep, same
What's
here.
that Arnold Schwarzenegger kind of?
There we go.
See, we're on our way. I mean, we just can't wait to get going. And our plans are, when we get to the island, is to get one station on the air within an hour. And we're going to try and get up, at least I think initially, 30 meter and a 40 meter vertical and a dual band beam for 17 and 12. So that will give us 4 bands to get started on. If we have time before nightfall, we'll try and get on 20 and maybe 15, but we'll see. And then the second day, we'll get up our 80 and 160 antennas and maybe some others.
Well, it sounds like a great time. Obviously, the big thing is safety.
It is.
And,
Absolutely.
you know, get you guys back safe, but have a great time up there. And I know there's going to be, you know, tens of thousands of DXers around the world looking for Sable Island. So thank you so much for taking time to go do this. And again, we're very proud here at DX Engineering to help sponsor this great DXpedition. So thanks to all of you for watching.
We wanted you in the log.
Yep, we want to see everybody in the log. Charlie Yankee 0 Sierra, CY0S.com for more information. And as always, have a great weekend, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching here at DX Engineering.
73.